to Tea Talks with Kaan, and I am your host. My name is Kaan. Today, I invited one of my best friend, Tunca Arkan. He was flying chef, and also he was working in Australia. Is the biggest restaurant in Australia, and also he worked the great universities in Antalya for the instructor chef, and now he's working in Istanbul Bilgi University as an instructor chef. So today what will we do is share some stories from the flying chef, and then we will jump to Australia, and then we will jump to the United States. Welcome, Tunca, and I am really happy to welcoming this program.
Thank you very much. I'm really happy. I'm really pleased that you invited me to do it first time with you. As you know, I have some experience with camera as well, with my YouTube channel and
Oh yeah,
Instagram
yeah,
page
yeah.
and everything.
Sorry about that.
But
I forgot that one.
no,
He
it's
is
fine. It's
also
okay.
YouTuber. How many followers you have?
In YouTube, not much actually. Like if you compare with the great YouTubers.
Okay, let's say
like
Instagram.
Instagram. It's 95,000 at the moment. So I make cooking videos, mostly Turkish. I opened one English Instagram page. As the English is a second language for both of us, it can be
True.
challenging us to make videos. But I hope with this series we will improve our English levels in front of the camera,
So
and then we will
also,
make in English.
You're right. You're definitely right about the English, because the first language is Turkish. And also, like, it's a double hard situation. In front of the camera is the hardest things. The talk, adding also for speaking English is double for us, like the hard situation. But what we are doing, the most important thing is our braveness. Like,
we try.
Yeah, we are trying, because we are hearing from our Turkish people things like, oh, look at them. Like, look at their pronunciation is not great. Like, why you are doing this? This is not important. Important is we are trying. And then I really appreciate, because from my American friends, I'm really getting feedback from them. So this is important for us. So first start, I want to ask, like, first about the YouTube, your career.
Okay.
When you started the YouTube channel?
I was studying gastronomy, and there was one class called blog. Actually, like, what we needed to do, open a blog, and it was our final project. As I was into, and I'm still into, to do some social media stuff, write stuff, I decided to open a blog page which is called Gastro Chef. It's in Turkish. I started to do this journey writing a blog. As the world changes to more visualized way, as YouTube improved, I started to my own YouTube channel. I remember my first video. I went to one of the biggest square in Istanbul, and I asked people what gastronomy is, and then that's how this YouTube started.
It is really great. Like, you're following the trend, and you're not only like the opening the blog, leave it there, and then you follow the trend.
Visualization part was following the trend, but I wasn't following trends of the YouTube. So I was kind of stubborn about the subjects of my video, give them to people, and I was really into the culture and everything. But when it comes to the food, people are expecting you to cook. They want you to do recipes. So then I started to do some recipes.
I remember that time. Yeah.
So I started to do some recipes, but I wasn't really consistent about it. I also made some videos about studying gastronomy, studying culinary arts, or going to a culinary course in Turkey, which was also really popular videos, because people are really keen to learn about the gastronomy and culinary arts in Turkey. These are the videos, one of the most popular videos I made, because people came and watched my videos. And also I was really stubborn about the Instagram as well. I wanted to make more YouTube videos, but that videos, I think I kind of lost that train, because I didn't make so much videos. There are really good YouTubers in Turkey and also in the world. One of my friends told me that you should do some reels, like the short videos. They are really popular right now. So I started to do some short videos, which made my Instagram page really big. It went up to 100,000 followers, and then now it's 95,000, because I'm not really consistent again, but it's really nice, because it's really easy to connect with people, and this is what I like, because I want to teach people, tell them something, because I really like to talk. So that's what I'm doing at the moment with you.
And you are also instructor chef in the universities.
Yes. Yes. So what happened is I went to Australia. I was working as a flying chef, as you told
Mhm.
before in the beginning. I was able to visit lots of country, including USA. I've been to most of the states that Turkish Airlines flights to, and also I've been to Canada, Brazil, Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, China. The only continent I haven't been to is the Antarctica, which in my future plan I really would like to go and complete all 7 continents. And while I was working in that job, I was able to taste some different food and meet with different people.
And now also Turkish Airlines have a direct flight. Like it's really impressive.
To Australia, yes,
Yeah.
yes, they started to do that, but it wasn't really direct flight. I think it's not really direct flight because they fly to Singapore first. Was around 11 hours or something, and they had to
At least you
wait.
don't need to change the
Yeah, you are in the same plane, but I don't know if you're able to leave the airplane in the Singapore and then come back to the plane, because if you're in the economy, it's going to be really pain in the ass, because it's like, I think with the total, it's 18 hours of flight, kind of long flight. There is a direct flight at least at the moment. So after the flying chef experience, I went to Australia. I started to work for the Bader's Pavilion. It was the training. There's a difference between training and work. So I was doing training in there. It's a similar program to J1 program to United States. Maybe our American people don't know about it. J1 is a exchange program, especially for the tourism, gastronomy, and culinary arts students or recent graduates or people with the experience. They can go to United States and have the United States working experience, and they can go back to your country and spread this culture, working culture, to their country. It was a similar program like J1 in Australia. So in Australia, it was really nice. But in every part of the world, working in the kitchen is hard. It's challenging world. There's a long hours. You have to communicate with the people. You have to fight with the people to survive. So it was kind of challenging. But if you love this world, it's really nice. And when it comes to Australia, it's really nice, good country. I was in the northern Sydney. People are really afraid about kangaroos or bugs, spiders in the Sydney. But the thing is, if you are living in outside of the city, yes, you will be able to encounter with them. You may see them. But if you're in the city, I didn't see much wildlife when I was at the city. I've been to zoo once. I've seen the animals when I was at zoo. I've seen kangaroo, emu. It's a traditional, natural animal for Australia.
I want to ask about the jump a little bit too, because people wondering, like always, we are hearing this flying chef. People admire to them because you are flying and you are working and you are cooking, you are preparing some food. How it's work? Also, what is the most important? Your experience happened like a scary or funny moment, like you had. Like share with us.
Yeah, of course. I remember when I was studying at high school, I was looking at the blogs and I would like to get to know about industry. So what am I in at the moment? So what's expecting me in the future? So I saw one blog which is created by one of the flying chefs, and I saw that he was writing blogs about flying to Japan, flying to United States, and going to Cape Town. And I was like fascinated by that. And I sent him an email, and I still have that email. He said, yeah, I should learn English. When I started to try improve my English, he said that I need some experience. So I started to work in my free time so I could get some experience. And he also said that, I should go to college and get some degree. And okay, so I have to study, I have to work, and I have to learn English. So it was like a sparkling moment for me. So it was a kind of starting point. So I started to do, because I had some goals and aims that I want to reach. So
what
I
is the
started
longest hour flight you were?
I think it was 13 or 14 hours flight. We were coming from San Francisco to Istanbul. So
Okay.
yeah, it was already a long flight, but there is also air traffic up in the air. Back that time, Istanbul airport, it was Atatürk airport, and it was kind of small. So you had to fly around in the city, and then you have to wait until you get to land. So
So you were preparing the food only like a first class business class or whole flight?
it was only for business class for a
Okay.
flying chef. There was a time that flying chef was also working in the economy class as well. In the business class, there are less passengers, of course.
Of course.
Like there were like 49 passengers in one plane. There were like 28 passengers in another plane. But I think they have purchased another plane, so that configurations might be changed. What you do, there are trolleys which has some silver products, silver attachers. So it was kind of luxurious way to have a meal. So it was candlelight dinner above the clothes was their quote, was their motto by the
So
company.
it is coming to like a ready-made, only you are heating or you are really preparing?
There isn't any cooking. So it's basically we were responsible to get a smooth, nice service. That was our job. And also we were kind of rock star of the plane because when people go in the plane and first thing they see is the flying chef. So they are welcoming you. They welcome you.
I remember,
So
yeah.
yeah, so they welcome you, and people want us to get a picture with them. It was really nice. People say, yeah, they have a chef, so it means we are going to have a good meal, even in the economy class. So they had really good meals, and they still have a good meals. Like I still miss them. It was a really nice experience. It wasn't really a chef job. So what you do is prepare the trolley, plate the heat the meal, and plate the meal to the guest. You have to have some communication skills as well. So as I like to talk, as you can see,
That's true.
and we were communicating with the passengers and asked them how their flights are, how the food was. So
Have
it
you
was
ever
kind of nice.
get a feedback for like a Turkish hospitality or any feedback from the any international like
Yeah,
a guest?
definitely. Like people loved the food,
Mhm,
especially the food, and we were serving baklava, and they loved baklava, and we had different types of foods from every region of Turkey. So
mhm,
they were amazed. It's also nice for the Turkish tourism as well because
mhm,
we were basically promoting the Turkish cuisine
mhm,
up in the air to the passengers. Most of the Turkish Airlines passengers are transit passengers, but when people come and see and feel that hospitality experience up in the air, they see that,
mhm.
oh yeah, okay, there might be a time that I can visit Turkey.
That's the best
Yeah,
advertising.
we were like, yes, it's a flag carrier company. So we were carrying our flag and we were
Mhm.
promoting our country. So I was really happy with that.
What is the moment that you have story, challenging or funny, like any stories you can share with us?
Any story? There was one passenger
Mhm,
and I think she was an artist or something. She was a painter probably.
mhm,
And then she started to paint us. So I
mm,
still have it. She had a sketchbook. When she entered the airplane, she wanted to get a picture with me and also the other crew members.
mhm.
She started to draw our pictures to her sketchbook. I still have that in my phone. I got a picture. It was
Okay.
nice. So that's the moment, I remember vividly. It was nice. And like I had some challenges, like I kind of made mistakes as well. So
Mhm,
when I was first started to do, we had a training flights as well. And,
mhm.
and in the first flight, I had, mistaken the count of the meals, so I get one extra order which I didn't have, so I needed to go and talk and apologize to passengers. That's the way how you learn
But this is so
deal with the problem.
important. Like you're telling, like I did some mistake because unfortunately nowadays, like it is hard to hear in the industry people not saying like I did this mistake. It's really like great to hear people also like the sharing their mistake and then their challenges and their success.
Yeah, the thing is you have to make a mistake to make it better.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, the perfectionism is nice, you have to be perfect,
Hmm.
and there shouldn't be any mistake. Maybe there should be less mistake.
Mhm.
But it was the first time I was doing that, and everybody can make mistake. Then I realized, okay, so I should be more careful while I'm taking the order and while I'm counting the stuff and
Mhm.
everything. Especially if you're a student that listen to this podcast or watching this YouTube video, especially in the gastronomy or culinary field of the university, you should make mistake in the kitchen. So you should burn your dish and you should cut yourself, and that way, okay, you're gonna realize, oh yeah, okay, that's the point where I made the mistake. So you learn that. When I started to work as an instructor chef, the first thing I say to my students, you should make the mistakes in here, so
Yeah.
you will know that your mistake and you are not going to make it when you go outside world. And still you will see that there are people who doesn't study and start to work in the industry immediately, especially in the kitchen. I tell my student that they are kind of is not equal as them, because people who started to work earlier in their life, they have more experience in the kitchen, so they have to work harder to beat them. So that's the place where they can beat them with the training in the school.
That's definitely true. I think we jump many information, many nice stories. So I wanna say, I hope like you really enjoy the first one. First one is a little bit we wanna do like an introduction, and then we will jump to do like more deeper to gastronomy, and then we will share many are also the industry background. Do you have anything, Tunca, do you want to add?
Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Hope you will listen us.
Yeah, I
Güzel.
hope you listen us and then it's not bothering our pronunciation or accent.
So thank you. Hope to see you again.
Thank you so much.